Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya. Naya, thank you so much for the support. I am trying as much as I can to be very calm to talk about this video because it looks like what they do this time around is we must provoke these people. We must make them talk. And now let me tell you people this. For those that do not believe in reparations, you see that reparation, that you are going to pay it. Whether you know how you paid or you don't know how we paid, but you must pay it. And then let me ask you people something. How is it that you always look for a way to talk on something you don't know anything about? Because last I checked, majority of you did not even have proper history classes because they say history hurts your feelings. I mean, ban black books because they are not vital. Now, I am going to ask you this. Do you want black people to remind you what your ancestors did? Because you said you are not your ancestors according to you, or it happened then, or it was your ancestors that did it. Now, let me remind you a little bit before we get into this video. Now, I am sure you might have heard about Mary Turner. I am sure you might have heard about it. And I am very sure that you might have heard about Lynn and Shane. Now, let me tell you something. Who is that savage that makes postcard to honor life somebody? Who does that? It can only be one people doing something like that. But I am just going to shut up because they do not want to hear anything from a black woman or from an African woman talking about the things you did or your ancestors did. You want to tell us that you are not going to pay reparations? Like, who cares? Now, I am going to ask you this. Do you remember or do you know that there are people that look like me, their hair were all stuff, ghetto babies being fed, oh, you know what? Let's get into this.
If you think that children of illegal immigrants shouldn't be penalized for their parents' crimes, but think all white people need to accept blame and pay for what people did over 200 years ago, you might be a Democrat.
If your ancestors literally ate our ancestors, you might be a maggot. Her ancestors fed black babies to gators. They made lynchings family picnics. After Sunday service, they dangle our ancestors from trees as their children licked ice cream cones and smiled for photos. Praise the Lord. They are desensitized parasites who get off on suffering, and it's probably because her family tree is really a wreath. Her father is probably also her uncle. Soulless and completely devoid of empathy, it's a biological defect. She is her ancestors, the weakest females in existence. Marry, lie with, give birth to, and raise the most violent, degenerate predators in the world, just for her to be nothing more than a neck under their boots. That's all that she and her fellow females have ever been good at. Being doormats. Generally speaking, violence and crimes against humanity are their biggest accomplishments. It's their legacy and their culture. And we are watching it again today in these deportations and dehumanization. And let's be honest, these deportations are not violent enough for them. They brutalize people, destroy lives, take lives, then try to erase the evidence, banning books, burning books, rewriting history, pretending their hands aren't blood-soaked. But we see it, we remember, this isn't new.
Latinos, this is a PSA, right? Now, we're seeing all these things that are happening across the country, right? ICE coming into these job sites, right? I want you to understand, the owners of these companies are not calling ICE. Why would they call ICE? The gringos that are working next to you, the ones that you think is your friend, Poppy, is not your friend. They voted for this. As we say in my community, they're dropping dimes on you. They're reporting to ICE to come get you. That is clear as day. Now, there's not much you can do about that. What you can do is stay the hell out of Florida, number one. Unfortunately, leave these job sites until the repercussions are felt financially by these corporations of losing these workers. They will not push against the administration to stop this madness until that happens. Second and final thing, it's time for you guys to organize the same way our community has organized in the past. Push back against these Latinos for Trump. These organizations that were paid handsomely millions of dollars to push propaganda in your community to convince you, people in your community, to vote for this, it's time for you guys to speak up and speak out against them. Time for them to feel the repercussions. Until you do these things, this is going to continue. Your families are going to be destroyed. Pain is going to get worse. And it's not going to get any better until you guys stand up as a whole, as a community, and push back against the MAGA, for the Latinos, for Trump's madness.
What's up, TikTok? Just want to come on here and say that Donald Trump I believe in, but they're fucking up. When I saw that video of all the Spanish people being detained at the Tallahassee construction site, they are fucking up. They are fucking up. Those immigrants ain't bothered nobody. They're just like you and me or anybody else. There's good and there's bad. I say take the bad ones and get them the hell out of here. But all those men right there on that construction site have families. And all they want to do is give their family a better life. Well, let me say this. Been in the construction business my whole life. Who in the hell is going to do that job? Because I promise you, I fucking promise you, white boys won't do it. I have built $3.5 million homes, and I've built $145,000 homes. And consistently, over the last 25 years, it's been hell trying to get people to come to work every day. Back in the 80s and early 90s, I lived in Florida. And I did remodeling and building down there as well. My Mexicans and my Spanish, Puerto Ricans, Dominican Republic, man, they come to work every day just as happy as they could be. Back then, a good carpenter made about $12 an hour. And the white boys had to have 12. But the immigrants, the Spanish, they'd work all day long for $7, $8 an hour. And production records will show that they outproduced the white boys 2-1 and was tickled to death to get that check on Friday. Now, I had a bunch of Spanish people lived across the street from me. Never bothered a soul. It was 6 boys. They'd come in every afternoon with their beer. 2 or 3 of them was usually out in the yard kicking a soccer ball. One of them's always working on a vehicle. I don't know why, but one of them's always working on a vehicle. And then 1 or 2 is always the cook. But they work together as a team. They put their money together. All of them's got nice vehicles. They're working. They're producing. When we take all these workers out of this country's going to fall. I'm telling you right now. 8.5 million construction jobs available right now. How many white boys you know right now that's not working says they can't find a job? Yeah, that's what I thought. So if you're sitting here hoorahing all these workers being taken out of the country, no matter your age, no matter your disability, get off your ass and go take their place. Guarantee you won't outwork them. And I promise you won't be as grateful for that paycheck on Friday as these boys are. Trump is fucking up. Take these immigrants that's been here, that's never caused trouble, that's got families, give them a Social Security number, and tax them. Just like we are. And these little kids that came here when they were 4 years old, they don't know no better. They can't help their parents brought them here. This is the only way they know. Now you're going to jerk mom and dad up and them and take them back to a third world country and call ourselves Christian. I believe in the economics that Trump sets forth, but I sure in hell don't believe in the human treatment of our fellow man. It's time that we tell him, look, let these people work, man. I guarantee you, ever who that company is in Tallahassee right now, it's freaking the hell out because they signed a contract that job would be done before a certain date or on a certain date. Now, where are they going to get the 100 people that they took off the job site? Trump, you're fucking up. Holman, you're fucking up. Go after the gang members, the lawbreakers, and all that. But let those people work, man. Just let those people work.
There's more. There's always more. Like I said, it's like having a fire hydrant hose just put in your face on full blast. Oh, you ready? Worcester father of a 4-month-old child was deported to Brazil after Immigration and Customs Enforcement officials signed a deportation authorization in his name without his permission. Did you hear what I just said? They forged his name. They forged the man's name, picked him up. I'm not even going to try to pronounce his full name, but it is the last name of De Souza, the partner of 21-year-old Augusta Clara Moura, and father of her baby, was deported to Brazil from his detention center in Louisiana on May 25th. And that's according to his attorney, immigration lawyer from Chelsea-based firm George's Coat Law. Now, De Souza was arrested by ICE on May 7th after he honked at an undercover car with ICE agents in Worcester while he was driving to work. Let that sink in. So in the wake of his deportation, De Souza's partner has been feeling very sad, broken down, basically, and she and her 4-month-old son will leave for Brazil on June 6th to be with De Souza, according to the attorney. But what we also want to look at is the fact that this man was not given due process. He was not given due process, folks, and this is unconstitutional. Now, according to his lawyer, he isn't sure what form that he isn't sure what the ICE agents signed, and said he was not provided a copy when he asked the agency. Even though his client refused, his attorney stated that ICE informed De Souza that they had signed the document on his behalf. And so when they asked, when he asked about it, they basically said, well, we already signed it for you. You're going back. Now, if you're not concerned, you should already be concerned. Have you seen some of the content that is currently out there talking about what is currently happening with immigrants who are here in this country? So you honk, you blow your horn on your way to work, and that causes you to get picked up? What are we doing right now? Anyway, for more news and information, head over to brownstoneworldwide.com, Cityscape Radio, and Brownstone Living Magazine. Follow me on Substack as well for journalistic commentary and content. I'll go live a little bit later. I'm working on a couple of things, wrapping it up for you guys. We'll see you around.
Okay, look, I know I've been talking a lot these last few days. I don't want to oversaturate your For You page. But my last story of the weekend, of the day, I promise you. This story is out of Missouri. It's a small town in Missouri where a woman who has been here for over 20 years, who has American children, who works, who pays taxes, has been detained by ICE for more than a month, and she is scheduled to get deported. And her neighbors, her community, small town, very, very pro-Trump, like heavily Republican in general, but supercharged pro-Trump. Very MAGA town is coming to her defense. And the quote here kind of sums up their mentality. They're pro-MAGA, they're pro-deportation, they're anti-immigrant, but they want exceptions made for the immigrants who they know, the immigrants who they love even, and immigrants who very well may be here illegally. Now, far be it for me to give Donald Trump credit for anything. However, he did run on this. Okay? He did say very clearly that he was going to try to deport 10 to 20 million people. At the RNC, people in the crowd held up signs saying mass deportations now. They talked about deporting Haitian immigrants, folks who were here legally. It was very clear that there was going to be this massive crackdown on immigrants. So, here's the deal. The vast majority of immigrants who come to this country, both legal or otherwise, don't commit crimes. So, when a candidate for office says, I'm going to deport 10, 15, 20 million immigrants, then yes, he's going to deport moms. He's going to deport dads and grandparents and kids and siblings and friends. He's going to deport people who have been here for years, who have been here for decades even. He said he was going to do this. Did you really think there were 10 million immigrants running around killing people and raping people? They're not. Okay? I've said it before. I'll say it again. Elections have consequences. Next time, listen to what the candidate says. Anyways.
I can't do them anymore. I can no longer create videos on immigration. I get a lot of tags on immigration videos. The problem is, it's affecting me mentally. I think about it constantly. I don't just create the video, I live it. Like right now, the picture of those children with their hands zip tied cannot escape my mind. It's what I've been thinking about for the last 3-4 days. And I feel like we're powerless, because even if we create videos and call attention and awareness, nothing happens. I created a video in the Spanish account, and it was a silly video. It was just me singing to a song or something, and someone left me a message and said, wow, this is so unlike you. I follow you because you do a lot of political views and you raise awareness on what's going on with immigration. And I said, we're all mentally tired. Creators are mentally tired. We're exhausted because every day something worse happens than the day before. You know, last week was a mother crying because her children from school were not going to be able to be picked up because she was being arrested. A couple of days ago, a mother was passing out as her 8-year-old is telling her mom, it's okay, I'm here. Little did he know that he may not be able to see his mother for years. So every day, something new happens, worse than the day before. So if you see me doing something completely out of my norm, I'm taking a mental break.
This is all I got from this video. And you see these people, I don't want to say they are unbelievable, because they are very much believable. I believe everything, every damn thing they say or speak, right? I love how that Asian woman got her. She got every grip, like back to back. See, I have talked about, this is not the first time I'm hearing about reparation, then coming out to say, if illegal migrants have to do this, or do we have to pay reparation? You are moving wild. You are moving wild. Yes. You see these reparations, you are going to, do you even understand the meaning of reparations? Majority of you just want to come out here and speak English. Do you even understand the meaning of reparations? Reparations is what you people are still going to pay, whether you like it or not. So don't come out here to gaslight yourself, because this is what you people know how to do best. I love how she got every hold of her, back to back. You want to tell us about reparations. You want to tell us why there is need to pay reparations. think of all white people need to be blamed for reparation for what happened before and all that. You know what? Did you ask your parents and your grandparents how they used to go and lean and chin people that look like me? Ate them. You are a MAGA, and it shows on your face that you are a MAGA. The fact that white people think it is okay to come out here to gaslight or manipulate people, it's not okay. It is not okay. There is nothing okay about it. Yeah, you are MAGA. Praise the Lord Jesus. Because that is how you people, it is always God till when there is need to call God and you do not even know God that you are calling. You want to tell black people about reparations, right? Just shut up, hush, when you do not understand it. Ghetto babies, was there not a thing like that? That you all fed people that ligators, stuff our hair as pillow, made postcards, Lane and Shane, Mary Turner, all of them. You want to tell us? Or you think we do not know? Or you want to come out here to say what you know nothing about? They don't teach you history because it hurts your feeling. Of course, every damn thing hurts your feeling. Not until it is time to tell the truth. Not until it is time to tell what you people did to black people. You think it's reparations. You have to pay that reparation, whether you're going to pay through your nose or through your mouth. I don't care. You want to tell us, or you want us to remind you about how black people could not smile because their teeth, something might happen to it. Is that what you want to remind us? Or you want us to remind you? Just shut up if you don't know what to say. Or if you do not understand what is going on. It looks like what they do is go around, copy what the other persons and come out here to come and say nonsense. I love how she got a grip of her. Was it not someone that looked like you that came out the other day to say, yeah, I don't want to do abortion. Why? Because it is my father that did it. And you are carrying a baby that is also your brother. I am really tired of these people coming out here to say bullshit. Now, let me come a little bit at Latinos, Cuban, like all of them, all of you people. I do not understand why majority of you are still going out to work in Florida. You people do not listen. You people do not learn from experience. How can somebody who have had terrible experience in Florida go back to Florida in a day like this to still be working? You people do not listen. With everything going on, are you people not in United States? Are you not hearing everything going on with ICE? Even people that are not in United States know what is going on with ICE. Can you put your legs inside the house? Stay back at home. If that is where you'll be safe, at least till all this dies down. I understand you need to make money, but like my people, all money is not money. This one that you went out to make, are you going home? You will not go home. You will go back home from there. Are you people not supposed to understand? Do you people not remember what happened to you in Florida during Sunday's Ron DeSantis when he almost started detaining people and chased everybody away? People ran away from Florida. Are you people not hearing all those things? Or you people do not understand what is wrong with you people? All these things are easy things, how to avoid them. You can avoid them already. You are already seeing that the weather, everywhere is already hot. They are ready. You are still outside moving around. Stop sending your child to school. If that is the only way they will catch you, because if you're going to pick your child, they might catch you. I understand it's hard having to keep your child at home. Homeschooling. Try what you can do. When God is helping you, you have to help yourself too, not just waiting for anything to happen. There are some things you can avoid at this point in time. There are some places you can avoid at this point in time. If you have family, close friends, just that I also do not understand your family and friends because they were the ones that voted for Trump. But look for the one you trust that can do shoppings for you. You do what you want to do in the house, stay back at home. It might be hard, but yes, that is like another way to escape all this going back and forth. If you're saying that you don't want to go back home or you don't want somebody to be deported, yet it is not easy, but somehow you can manage, you can try. Enough of knowing that you are being raided and you are still going out in a very big open place to work. And the people that gave you people the contract are not calling ICE. You think they will call ICE to help you? No, these people do not care. They don't care about you. This was what black people were trying to make you people understand, but you all thought, yeah, they were. No, nobody cared. Black people wanted the best for you, but you all said, no, you want the worst for yourself. And the worst is happening. You all are crying, looking for help. You people will continue to scream, or you will scream. Start calling your rich men out to help you because at this point in time, it is serious. Bye for now.